All right. I'm not going to be dressed like this very often in videos. It's just, I know it's scary, but we're starting Unit 8. Unit 8 is about radicals. That's like square roots, stuff like that. Now, the first thing we're going to do to open this unit is I want you to turn to the table of contents, but I'm not going to use this as a table of contents. We're going to make this into sort of a table. All right. So turn to the table of contents and we're going to write something on that instead. What are we going to write? We're going to write down here, I'm going to write the squares and cubes. So let's write 1 squared, 2 squared, 3 squared, 4 squared, 5 squared, 6 squared, 7 squared, 8 squared, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Now let's write down all of those perfect squares. 1 squared is 1, 2 squared is 4, 3 squared is 9, 4 squared is 16, 5 squared is 25, 36, 49, 64, 81, 100, 121, 144, 169, 196, 225, 256, 289, 324. What is 19 times 19? 361 and 400. So these are all your perfect squares. Make sure you have, that's 100. Make sure you have all the correct perfect squares. And do you need to memorize them all? No, that's a 400. My zeros are kind of sloppy. No, but you should know most of them. You should at least know 1 through 10. The other ones, you'll see them over and over. You'll see a lot of them in geometry. You'll get used to them. So you'll end up learning them anyway. Now, cubes, let's do 1 cube. We don't have to go as far with the cubes. That's cube. That means to the power of 3. To the power of 3 is cubed. To the power of 2 is squared. 5 cubed, 6 cubed, 7 cubed, 8 cubed, 9 cubed, 10 cubed. You don't need to go past 10 on the cubes. That's going to be 1, 8, 27, 64, 125, 216, 343. I don't know what 8 cubed is. What is 8 cubed? 8 to the power of 3 is 512. 9 cubed is 729. And 10 cubed is 1,000. Okay. All right. So there's your cubes, 1 through 10 cubed. That's 1,000. My handwriting is a little bit rough there. I can't write my zeros today. I don't know why, but that's 1,000. Now, what would you use this table for? Suppose I asked you, what is the square root of 196? So you would say, what number squared gives you 196? Well, look at your perfect squares and find 196. The number that's squared that gives you that is 14. What if I asked you, what's the cube root? That's called cube root of 512. You would look down your cubes and find 512. What number cubed gives you 512? The answer is 8. So that's how you would use these in reverse. So those are your perfect squares and your perfect cubes. Well, that's all that we'll need to use in here anyway.